Hello, my name is Brandon, and welcome to Retro Reactions, a place where I experience amazing music from the 70s, 80s, and 90s for the very first time. And today we're going to be traveling all the way back to 1977 to listen to Fool's Overture by Supertramp. Really excited for this one. We're checking out a new album, Even in the Quietest Moments. Of course, I've heard Give a Little Bit. That's a huge song on the radio, but that's the only one I know. This is the first new one I'm hearing, and this one and Even in the Quietest Moments, the song, come highly recommended, so excited to check it out. Anyway, if you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button, as well as the notification bell to join the Retro Reactions crew, where it's all amazing music all the time. Here we go.
Fight on the seas and oceans, we shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall never surrender.
talk about an opening before the lyrics. Wow. Talk about even in the quietest moments. There were many quiet moments in this first part of the song. We're about halfway done, but wow, different. Always different with Supertramp, but always soul-hitting, always impactful, always interesting. I love the delicate opening. We got basically a soft piano, intro. Don't know where it was headed. And then it kind of built up, but slowly. I love that. I heard a really interesting sound being introduced. It sounded like strings being plucked. Pretty sure it was. I don't know what string instrument it was, but that was really interesting. Again, building slowly. And then again, we got a wind sound, maybe through a synth, but it was really nice and it played its own soft melody. And I just love that whole delicate section, we'll call it. And then, of course, we took our first big turn, but it was a seamless, gradual transition into the whole crowd, the bells of Big Ben chiming, and the vocals of Winston Churchill there. I absolutely adored that one keyboard note that was being sustained through that whole section, just on and on and on. And that was to tie it into the next section, I believe. And that was a brilliant choice for sure. I kind of got a whole uneasy feeling during that crowd Churchill section. So much was happening, my brain didn't know which way to go. I just got uneasy because I think it's talking about war and, just chaos, but gentle chaos, just enough to make me a little uneasy, a little foreboding. My mind didn't know which way to go. So love that. And then, of course, we took our big turn. The music kicked in, and that whole section was very heavy on the synth. I love that. But I also love the rich, deep bass notes that I was hearing on that guitar. Really appreciated that. That whole synth section, sounded very 80s to me because it was so synth heavy. And, we're heading towards the 80s at this point in 1977. Then everything ramped up a little bit more. The sax came in on the left. At that point, the music got a bit darker. It had a nice groove going, synth groove. And then, everything ramped up a bit as far as the darkening of the emotions there. And then we turn again, bring everything down. Beautiful piano comes in. And we're left here with the lyrics beginning by Roger. So incredible. Can't wait to hear his voice. And again, I love the peaks and valleys in this one and how we end up here at a quiet moment. Let's continue.
History recalls how great the fall can be. While everybody's sleeping, the boats put out to sea. Born on the wings of time, it seemed the answers were so easy to find. Take to the sky. Called the man a fool, stripped him of his pride. Oh, everyone was laughing up until the day he died. Oh, though the wound went deep, still he's calling us out of our sleep. My friends, we're not alone. He waits in silence to lead us all home. So you tell me that you find it hard to grow. Well, I know. And you tell me that you've many seeds to sow. Well, I know.
Absolute masterpiece. I think I need a minute after that. Wow. This has to be the most I've been blown away by Supertramp in any of their songs, and I've loved their big hits for years, but wow, I can't believe this is the same band that, has released Goodbye Stranger and Logical Song. Wow. Before I forget, this is an absolute epic way to close out an album, a perfect closing song. Absolutely loved it, as you can tell, especially the second half. It's usually the second half that gets me in all these songs. Okay, so the more I hear Roger Hodgson's voice, the more I appreciate its uniqueness, its delicateness, its vulnerability, and its strength, all going on simultaneously if he chooses to do so. And, that's what was happening here. He's conveying such sadness in his voice, but it's still powerful, still strong. He's brilliant for that alone, let alone his musicianship, his songwriting skills, etc. I love that John came back and we got a more upfront, stronger saxophone solo there. Really sounded nice. He's amazing too at whatever he plays. I know he does clarinet, keys, and vocals. I mean, they're all just brilliantly talented, as you all know. I was literally hit by that huge wall of sound, whatever that was. Did not expect it. From that point on, goosebumps. I was in shock. It sounded so intense, so unlike anything I've heard before. And wow. That's all I can say at this point about that section. So much happening, I'm sure, but I have to go back and kind of hear it because I was really taken aback. After being hit by that wall of sound, I was lost in the music at that point, and I never recovered. I did notice a few things after that, luckily, and wrote them down. That one keyboard sound came back. I love how that sound ties everything together because it, took that wall of sound section, we'll call it, back into the ramped up groovy section, we'll call it, that we heard earlier in the song. And again, got us in that pocket again. Really interesting. Didn't expect that. Then we got some really cool wind sound arpeggios, I think on both sides. That sounded really cool. I had a reaction to that, obviously. And who knows where it went from there. Like I said, I was totally lost. But I know we ended with some orchestra sounds and everything just faded out. I was fully blown away at that point. Roger, you're so brilliant. I know you're behind this song. You wrote it. I know it took 5 years for you to compose it. I know it was 3 different pieces of music that you put together, and you did it perfectly. So apparently, besides Winston Churchill's speech, they borrowed from 2 other works of art in this song. I have no idea. I was lost, like I said, but apparently there's an excerpt from Gustav Holst's Venus, and also a reading of the first verse of William Blake's poem Jerusalem. So I guess that was probably incorporated into Roger's lyrics at that point. So as far as the lyrics, Roger himself said that they were meant to be vague or even meaningless, I believe is the word he used, but definitely meaning here, just definitely vague as well. To me, it's about humanity's destruction of itself and people's willful ignorance to it all. I know the lyrics include references to religion and self-indulgence, a common trait in mankind. I'm pretty sure you don't have to guess my rating on this one. Yes, I'm giving it the Epic Platinum Record Award for Fool's Overture, 1977, by the amazing Supertramp. Thank you so much, Rick, John, Bob, and Dougie, and especially Roger, for this amazing, beautiful, intense masterpiece. All right, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching me react to this amazing song. Really appreciate it. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below if you wish to chat about this album or anything Supertramp. Would really love your input. I have a nice long list going. I wish there was more days in the week. I wish I had 10 of me so I can do Supertramp all the time, but anyway, I will get to it all eventually, so that makes me very excited to know. So anyway, you take care, stay safe, stay hydrated, and remember to let peace, calm, and light into your day and night. And I'll see you next time in the past.